Welcome back to the channel. We are on a new lake today, and you notice something a little bit different back there. We are without talons. Yeah, I broke them both. I broke both the talons. They're in the shop right now getting fixed. One of the spikes split and broke because the mount, so it was all the way put up. It was all the way up, and one of the mounts up on top, the screws came loose, and the pole dropped down. I didn't realize it, so I went in to launch put the boat on the trailer. I heard it right up in there. So yeah, it's that one's messed up pretty bad. The other one, same thing happened, but I caught it in time before we, you know, I did it again, so I was able to keep that from hitting the bottom. But we're without talons, and I got a tournament coming up here, a couple tournaments. So one tournament I'll for sure be without the talons. It should be interesting, but hey, still got a trolling motor, got a good working trolling motor, so that'll work just fine. Shouldn't be an issue. Just gonna have to cover more water, which is something I should be doing anyways, more of. But anyways, today we're gonna fish a new lake here, and try and figure it out. The plan, which doesn't always usually pan out, the plan is to throw a big swim bait up, you know, up in the heavy cover, and a jig as well, and maybe do some pitching and some worming. But what I'm looking for when I'm figuring out a new lake, I look at the lake maps. But what I found on this lake is there are some vegetation. There is some vegetation right by some drop off. So that's going to be my first stop. And I'm going to go to the obvious stuff first and go from there. So I'm going to start off at the points, the inside turns and stuff like that. So that looks really obvious. And then I'll move down the way and then try to find some more less notable areas, areas that are less obvious, you know. So and work from there. But that's the plan for today. So come on for the adventure, and hopefully we can get some big ones. All right, guys. Well, it's gonna be windy out. Sorry about that. And I've got you on a new mount. I've got you on a neck mount. So we'll have to see how this all pans out, because I can't see the camera sometimes. So I don't know if I'm like, am I too high, too low? So forgive me if it sucks. But we're gonna try something different here, because I usually keep bumping into the camera, or my hands are usually in the way. So maybe this will help. There we go. Of course it is. It's a giant rock bass. Oh my gosh. Yeah, of course. Well, get that out of there, buddy. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh man, you wrecked my jig. There we go. All better. Well, it's not what I was hoping for, but I'm afraid a little bit here. I think I need to retie. Nope, we're good. Well, anyways, it's not our target species. It's actually, honestly, the first fish of the day, which is kind of sad, but what are you gonna do? Keep fishing. There we go. Oh. Yeah, that's a nice bass. Finally got something. Got one. Whew. Been a while. Oh, we can't. Oh, that's a big one. Oh my goodness. There we go. Nice bass. Okay. Keep me on a boat here. Alright. Got a good one. It's odd for me to say this, but this is the first bass of the day. Awesome fish. That's a fat one too, hey. Let's try doing a spot lock here. My spot lock's not working the greatest, but okay. Nice fish. Trying to fish in areas where there's not a lot of people around, but bites are going to be few and far in between this rate. But let's see how big this guy is. Oh, we got a 0 out. Clear. Let's see here. 4 pounds. 4 pounds 3 ounces. That's a nice fish. Let's get this awesome fish back in the water here. Oh. Beautiful 4 pounder. There she goes. There she goes. Awesome. That's a nice healthy fish. It only took 4 hours to get, but maybe find them now. All right, well, sun. All right, well, it took all morning, but finally got a bass. That was the first bass of the day. So the fact that I got it doing my favorite thing, up shallow, but the key is there's deeper water nearby. So, I mean, deeper water is like within 20 feet of those reeds, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. Because the bigger fish, all fish, all the bass, what they do is they go up into the shallows, they eat, and they go right back down into the deep. So if they have easy access to deep water, they're more than likely going to be in that area. So that's what I'm looking for. That's how I caught that 4 pound bass just now, and we'll see how we do. See if we can find some more. It'd be cool to find a bunch more, but yeah, that's kind of how I start breaking down a lake. A lot of times when you do start fishing a new lake, a lot of times it takes a bit to get your first fish. Sometimes you land on them. Sometimes you just win the lottery, or sometimes there's just a lot of fish in that lake and you just catch them like crazy. Every lake's different. And this lake, it took me a bit to find them. It is a bigger lake, so we're gonna keep at it and see what else we can find. So stay tuned for that. This is a quick little midday update, but it's already halfway through the day, and you've only seen footage of one fish. So for you guys, it's been probably like what, 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes maybe. For me, it's been 4 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. 4 hours? 4 hours, yeah. So, all right, let's get back, enough chatting. Let's get back in there so we can find some more big fish. Maybe we can find a 5 or 6 or 2. So, big lake, just gotta have them.
my gosh, got another bass, guys. Another good one. Oh yeah. Yeah, look at this fish. Awesome fish here. Sorry, it's new camera mount, so having a kind of figuring it out, or figuring it out, but making sure you guys can see the fish. I bet it looks funny right now to you guys in the camera, but awesome. That's a nice fish. That's at least a 3.5 pounder. Cool. Did a good release on him here. Get him back in there right away. Awesome. Same spot. Cool. All right, well, that's a lot of fun, guys. So what I'm doing here too, just give you my black and blue swim jig, which I need to retie. That's Fred right there. I need to retie. Black and blue Picasso swim jig with the black and blue. It's the not the Bandito bug, but it's the Nuke Punch. Just because it's got a thicker body and it stays on there a little bit longer. But yeah, this is my confidence lure for breaking down a new body of water. Alright, gotta go to a new area. That wasn't any good. Always worth a look though, because otherwise you don't really know. Okay. Oh my gosh, instantly bite. Let me make sure. Yep, that's a fish. That's definitely a bass. No. No, let it go, buddy. There. Oh, no, he got it again. He might have just hooked himself. Nope. Yeah, not. Oh, better hurry up before he catches up to it. All right. So, okay, I gotta tell you guys about something here.
Okay, so a little bit about that. Sorry for the wind. Let me do this here. There we go. Okay, so I've got you guys wedged in between my windshield and the dash. It's actually kind of cool how it worked out with that neck thing. Awesome. Anyways, back to what I was trying to say. I've got ADD. I'm all over the place. So, what was I saying? Oh, no. Okay, so I just shook off a fish. This video is to show you guys, you know, how I typically break down a new lake. Like the winds come from the side. Hopefully you guys are sheltered enough. So what I do typically to break down a lake where I'm trying to find fish, something like a new lake. So for instance, today actually is a practice day for me. I got a tournament tomorrow, so I am practicing. It's for a Cass Lake tournament in Minnesota, and I honestly, I've never fished Cass Lake before today, so it was it's a little tough because I didn't give myself enough time to practice. I only got one day. You know, life happens. You gotta take care of life, wife, kids, dogs, you know, the house, everything at home before you can get out and do this anyway. So I did that, and we're out here, but you only got one day, and it's been okay. So, and it's been kind of a tough day. Other than those first two fish that we caught, that I caught, it was a 4-pounder, and then the other one I didn't wait. I put it back right away in hopes that maybe they'll bite again tomorrow. Highly doubt it. I never have good luck with that. But that second fish was at least a 3. It didn't feel as heavy as that 4, but it was pretty close. So it was at least a 3.5 pound fish. So put those back right away. I had 2 bites in the one spot. It was great. You know, it worked out great. I got out of there right away. You know, I didn't want to burn it up. So what I'm trying to say is I am probably going to be shaking off some fish as I'm teaching you guys, you know, how I break down a new lake. It's kind of a long way around that whole thing, so sorry about that. But I am shaking off, just like you just saw. I just shook off that one fish. It was actually a pretty good fish. It's gonna work out pretty well. It felt like a 3-pounder. I don't really know how big it is, really, honestly, until you get it in, but it felt pretty darn good. And he did not want to let go of that jig. I mean, I thought I was gonna have to hook him and bring him in, but he finally did let go. He let go a couple of times and then came back and then ate it again. That's how crazy it was. So a lot of times what I'll do too is if I'm having a tough time, this is actually what I just did. If I'm having a tough time with, like, say, the main lake, you know, figuring out the main lake is big. So if I'm having a tough time doing that, I'm running out of areas and stuff like that, the wind is, you know, forcing you to fish differently, and it will, you know, and it happens all the time. That's okay. You got to roll with it and just work with it. Make the wind your friend, and that's kind of what I'm doing. But since the main lake got a little bit tough, this is a chain of lakes, I decided I was going to go pop into a different lake, just because I needed something different, something new. So if you guys got a chain of lakes and the main lake's giving you a tough time, hit the reset button, go and run into another part. Otherwise, just keep your head down and keep going at it. But eventually you're gonna run into them, and there's gonna be times where you're gonna go 6 hours without a bite, fishing really hard, and then the last 2 hours of the day, you're gonna go from 0 to hero. So just stay after it, stick to it, and eventually it'll work out. Just keep fishing hard. But that's what I'm doing today a little bit. I'm practicing, and I'm shaking some fish off. Those first 2, I really wish I would have shook them off, but so I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. The video is probably pretty short. But what I'm going to show you guys right now is I'm going to show you on the map what I'm looking at. It's going to be kind of windy because I'm going to show you on my Helix up front. I got older Humminbirds at the dash, but this is harder to see. I'm going to show you at the Helix up front, and show you guys what I'm talking about. So just kidding, it's too windy up there. I don't think you guys are going to hear me. I'll just show you at my old obsolete oops, sorry, aiming down. My old obsolete depth finders here. There we go, right here. All right, so here we are here, and zoom in a little bit more. We're in a spot lock. So here's the reed, pencil reeds here that I'm fishing, and then here's deeper water. That's what I'm looking for, is deeper water. And I'm usually sitting either out in the deeper water, depending on where the pencil reeds are, but I had to get in a little bit closer. The pencil reeds are right in here. So this is what I've been fishing. I fished out deep. I've tried out the deeper weed lines and stuff, and I don't have enough time to pick all that apart and learn it. So I'm sticking to what I can see and what I know. Deep water, close to shallow reed lines. So when I say reed lines, I'm thinking I'm looking at pencil reeds. So that's that there. Okay. Well, there we go. We're gonna stick after it. I've only got a little bit of time left. I don't remember, maybe about a half hour, 45 minutes. So we're gonna fish a couple more of these reed areas. I'll take you guys along with me, and we'll go from there. But yeah, stay tuned, and you know, we'll keep finding some more areas, and you know, shaking off some more fish, unfortunately. But I say unfortunately for you guys, because you want to see fish catches, I know. But got to make sure we save some fish for the tournament day, being since I'm probably not going to get those first two from today. So we got to find a lot more areas. But let's get after it. That's a fish. Holy crap, I got a bite way back there. Is he gonna let me go? Come on, let me go, buddy. Let it go. Okay. He let me go, but he wrapped me around everything. Oh, I'm not getting that jig back. Oh yeah, I am, baby. She's probably bent. Oh man, I thought I was gonna pull the whole patch of reeds at me. Okay, well, we got another fish marked here. We're gonna move on. I'm not gonna try and shake off anymore. See, just like that. Now we're gonna move on to the next patch. We've only got about a half hour left to do this and find more areas. I might just scrap. I might just go to the one area on the main lake where we caught those 4-pounders, or a 4-pounder, and then just go to this little pond here. I don't know. They feel like pretty good bites. This last one, not as big, but I mean, decent. Oh, there's a bite. You're around lily pads. Come on, buddy, let it go. Let it go. There you go. Make another mark. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. That is typically how I break down a lake. I know it was kind of short and kind of like mismatched a little bit. Caught a couple of fish and shook off some fish, but I'm in the middle of practice, and it's actually the perfect time to show you guys how I pick apart a lake that I've never been to before, and I suppose a little bit too for tournament wise as well. One thing to take note is to obviously, you know, when you're looking for when I'm looking for fish, I try to find deep water nearby and weeds and deep water. Start there first, and then I'll go out, then I'll expand up from there. I'll do the obvious points, the inside turns and stuff like that first, then I'll expand from there and see what's there. Also, use your confidence lures when you're trying to figure out a lake at first. They're not always going to work, but they're your confidence lures for a reason. A lot of times, you know, if you're just having a tough day, put a confidence lure in your hand, throw it for the rest of the day, and things do typically turn around, but not all the time. Just start out with your confidence lure and look for those key areas and key spots, and just go hit them all and have a blast, have a good day at doing it, and have fun fishing. And today, you know, obviously we could have caught, you know, quite a few more fish if I wouldn't have shook them off the last handful or so, and if I didn't have to get off the water, you know, as early as I do. But yeah, you guys, I don't know if I'm doing a good enough job sheltering you from the wind. If not, I'm sorry. I apologize for the wind, especially throughout the whole video. I got this little furry thing up on top of the mic of the GoPro in hopes that it helps, but I don't really know if it helps all that much, so we'll see. But if it does, awesome. If not, I'm sorry. Guys, long outro. I just wanted to give a short summary of, you know, kind of the day and everything, but all in all, not too bad. We started off really super slow, really slow. It took about 4 hours to get that first bite, but that's what happens when you're fishing a new lake. So do expect that too. Sometimes you're not always gonna, you know, light them on fire every time, you know, right away in the morning. So but yeah, that's it. I'm gonna get off the water. I'm gonna get prepped for tomorrow, and the next video you guys will see will be the tournament video. This is for the North Central Bass Single Series, so it's not team series, so it's just me. And definitely I'm gonna take you guys along with me, and we're gonna see if we can tackle this lake. It's looking pretty tough, but we can turn things around. So it's just a matter of fishing, putting your head down, and just grinding and just getting it done. So all right, guys, that's it. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next video.